Perry. Pastor Joshua, thank you so much for coming through to our studios. Today is going to be part one, so don't let all the testimony out of the bag, so to speak. But it's just such an honor to meet you, and thank you for your time this morning.
Pleasure.
So, Pastor Joshua, please tell us about your childhood, those things that happened to you as a young boy that shaped you to be the man that you are today.
Oh, thank you so much for this wonderful time where you just uh, giving me this opportunity to share my story. Um, my life story, like it's Joshua Phiri, all the way from Malawi. The purpose of my story is to just inspire every dream that has been battered, shattered, encourage you to trust God anyway. I'm a native Malawian, born in Malawi, and a born again Christian. um, I'm the senior pastor of Hillvalley Life Church, and also um, the founder of Joshua Foundation for Vulnerable Children's Education Aid. Um, I'm a graduate from Rema Bible College, South Africa.
Yeah.
And initially, my childhood story is my. Let me start with my family. We are seven in a family. We are four boys. I'm a boy. Four boys and three girls. Um, uh, the second born. We grew up like in extreme poverty. Poverty. We never enjoyed the luxury of life. I had many questions, in my life. That why is it that other people that make life so easy, and the other people makes life it's just so hard? But yeah, I've learned that in everything there's a season, time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 to 9. Let me start with my struggle with education. The pursuit of school and the pursuit of call of God on my life, for my life, brought so much pain and rejection. My primary school, God used various people to reach out to me, you know, so that I can study, I can go to school. But it was not easy. In 1994, let me start from there. In 1994, I met Pastor Samuel who served whom I served faithfully in the church, in his church, and I got saved there, and I started to serve in the church. And now my pastor, just saved my pastor, and that was a hard time for him because he had lost his wife, and then he because of that vacuum in his house, he needed someone to come stay with him and take care of the children. And the wife left two children, both girls. Eventually, he requested the church elders to say, okay, can you find someone from the church who can come stay with me? And then the church elders voted for me.
Okay.
And then I was happy. I said, "One, let me go stay with the pastor." No?
And how old were you then, Joshua?
That time I was around 20, around 1920.
Okay.
Yeah, that time was around 1920. And I was busy serving. I was happy, though at times hard because I need to do everything, like in the house. But it was really a bit hard for me. And in the process of serving him, 1996, I got a call from God. It was like stepping into what God had for me, and the purpose here on earth. I had that day. I had my usual morning devotions, and this particular morning, I heard an audible voice from God. My son called you, and I shall send you to a high Bible school. I shall equip you and make you a great leader. tomatoes like no, I don't understand this because I'm still a young man. Then I had to go to my pastor and said, okay, this is what I had. I don't know what's this. It's to do with the school. Please, can you just explain to me? And he said, okay, if it's God saying to you, then he will do it. Then in 2003, he got sick. Eventually, he went to be with the Lord. It was sad for me. My quest to answer God's call and its fulfillment. Now he passed away. I've got this in my heart, and he said, if God said it, then he will do it. But the fire of God got rekindled in my heart that I really need to go to school. In the process of waiting upon the Lord to go to Bible college, there was a huge, challenges coming, trying to hinder that which God has spoken to me. In 1997, I enrolled from one, because that time I was still at home. My pastor had no money to send me to school, but then eventually 1997, I started my Form 1. In South Africa, is it grade 7? Somewhere there, 7th grade, yeah, somewhere there. And throughout the years, I procrastinated. And I felt like maybe I'm not gonna make it to secondary school, but without knowing that God he was building my character throughout the time. In 2000, I finished that Form 4, and then God spoke to me in 1996, and 2000 I finished a Form 4. Now I need to pursue the studies
Bible
or
studies.
Bible studies.
Yeah.
I continued serving my pastor faithfully. At the same time, I need to go to Bible college. So 2003, like I said, he died. He passed away. Now, this death now is something that I finished the secondary school. My pastor is no longer here. I need to go. He was the one, because he was a Rema graduate. I thought it would help me without knowing that God had another plan, not to use him to help me, but he had another plan for me. And then I started I went to the DC in our area to ask him for the permission document to go around the community, asking for support. So I got that and started to knock the doors. Can you help me? I need the money. I'm going to Bible college. Other people, why are you going to South Africa? And then you're supposed to, can't you do it here in Malawi? I said, no, my heart is, I need to go to South Africa. That's where I feel like God is calling me. And the fundraising went on, but I did not do much. The money that I managed to collect, a certain lady, she was keeping it for me. And then eventually she used it. I thought that would be the way to get the money for me to go to school, without knowing that that's not the way it should take me to college. And it took me 7 years, every year trying new way to get a way to come to college, but I could not make it. But every year I kept on confessing that, Lord, if you said it, you're going to do it. 2006, now I'm planning to come to South Africa. I don't have money. There's nothing that is connected to REM. I've got only the application form. Now I left Malawi, but I had to take a truck, not a bus, not a plane, but a truck from Malawi to Zimbabwe. And my money finished there. So I had my cell phone I sold it in Zimbabwe, 19 million Zimbabwe dollars. I was a millionaire in Zimbabwe.
Wasn't worth that much though.
19 million.
I was a millionaire, and I couldn't even count it, and I had to ask someone to help me to count those millions. And then there was a day in the evening, with that truck, we were at this other place, the railway side. It's dangerous. And then it was late, and this guy comes, please, where are you going? I'm going to South Africa. It's dangerous here. Where are you going to sleep? I don't know. He says, okay, I'm going to take you to my house. This unknown man, I'm going to take you to my house. Okay, do you need some food? Yes. Okay, come, let me buy for you. He bought me some food. In Zimbabwe, it's a sadza. That's a sema. In Malawi, that's a porridge. Yeah, that's a hard porridge. We ate there in the evening. He took me to his home place, Chitongweza. We went, he paid for me, we slept there. The following day, we came back to the city, and then he helped me to sell that phone, and he counted the money, went to the bus, paid for me, gave me those, leftover millions. And I got in Johannesburg. We left Harare. We got in Johannesburg. Now I don't have any address. I don't have a place to stay. I don't know anybody in South Africa. And then, but now if they've got the address, it's REM, but the REM they don't know me. I'm not in their system. So I'm at the station, bus station. This lady, she saw us as we arrived at the station, and then everyone is leaving the station. I'm just there, hanging around there. And then it was getting late, around 5, 6. And then she came to me. Please, what are you doing here? Because I saw your friends. You came with a friend, but you've been around here. What are you doing? I said, no, I'm going to school. Okay, so why did you call them? I said, no, but do something because you need to go there. I said, I don't know where to go. I'm stranded now. I said, okay. Can I help? I'm a woman, but it's difficult to take you to my house. But don't you have anyone you can call? I met someone some years ago. I had his cell phone number, and then I kept that. So I said, okay, can you call this one? And she took that phone number and they made a call. And the guy answered, okay, please, can you wait for me at such a place? And then I don't know, in South Africa, I'm seeing these tall buildings for the first time, hearing this language for the first time. I'm seeing everything. And then she took me to the place because she knew the address. And eventually I got the place, and they welcomed me, stayed there, slept there, following day. That was Saturday, Sunday. I was in the church. There's someone, this other pastor, and then connected with the pastor. Then life started to evolve. And then I need to go to Chirimba on Monday. Sure. I arrive on Saturday, Sunday church. Monday I need to go to Rema. I went to Rema. I met this in the morning. Prayed, Lord, please, here I am. What you spoke to me, please, I'm going. I went to Rema. I met this lady. So, hello, Joshua. Okay, you want to enroll. Okay. Do you have got your study permit? No. So how we could? Okay, you need to go back to Malawi.
Yeah, exactly. To get your study permit.
So I need to go back to Malawi. So, okay. Now, and I'm thinking, and God doesn't love me. That why is that? Just troubling all this
way, yeah.
All the way coming. I struggle to come now. I need to go back to Malawi. Okay, so I went back to Malawi.
No ways. I'm going to pause you there, Joshua, because we're running out of time for today. But tomorrow's part 2. So tomorrow we're going to pick it up right there. Joshua, what an incredible story so far. Thank you so much for sharing. And ladies and gentlemen, part 2 tomorrow morning, right here on CCFM. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you.